what
All
he
right,
said.
but we are talking about Ruto's call to Africa de-dollarization, especially when it comes to trade, especially internal trade. What do you have to say about that?
And delivering the Africa we want by championing fundamental institutional reform in the political and development finance sectors, implementing the ACFTA. Together, we can achieve great things for the continent and its people. I thank you.
Edward, anything about Ruto's speech? That is, by the way, that's William Ruto. He is the president of Kenya, and he's the one you remember last year when we had that political thing going on that made me so afraid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is the guy we elected on, and I'm super proud of him.
Yeah.
Dr. William Samuel Ruto. What comes to mind when you see him reading such efforts of the only person who has come close to reading such efforts of talking about de-dollarization is Gaddafi, the former president, or the late former president of Libya.
This guy, I think he wants to make Africans more independent, not depending on the dollar so much, since it's very expensive. So it'll be very effective if you kind of go with the BRICS and have your own like currency. So I don't think if you buy goods or cars, if more countries join, you'll be able to. It won't cost you that much, like that. Otherwise, depending on the dollar, it's always like depending on where it rises or goes up or down. So you never know what the price is. But maybe with this new with the BRICS that they're proposing, with this new currency, it could be more stable like that.
Nice.
I hope so.
Yeah, Joseph, are you here with us? That was Edward from Canada. Now we hear from Joseph, who is also coming in with a headset. Joseph, again, you are lucky enough to come in with a headset. Man, you have to be super proud for that opportunity. What do you have to say about that, Joseph?
I'm really happy. It's really interesting to listen to him having such sentiments. Like you've said before, the last person who had such sentiments was the former leader of Libya. So it's really intriguing, and we can't wait to see where this leads to.
This is Maganji coming in from Taraba, Nigeria.
Yeah. I think the president of Kenya hit the nail right, because I think it's high time that the African continent look inwards towards what we have, like you rightly alluded to and mentioned, that why should I be in Nigeria trying to get some from Kenya rather than using our own currency, we're then using another person's currency to buy something within our own continent, which is not proper. So I think he's on the right track.
Wonderful, Maganji. Nice sentiments there. That is Maganji from Taraba, in Nigeria.
He says he was very inspiring and very positive in his outlook for the continent of Africa. And if everybody works together, it will become a very good continent.
Yes, you're right. Joshua, you've just come in. I don't know what you've been able to get from the dialogue. We were talking about Ruto's commitment in bringing in Africa, or campaigning the de-dollarization in Africa. I don't know whether you have a comment on that.
It's a good idea, but now the way he will execute it, it determines if the West will be friends with Kenya or something of sort.
Well, sometimes you don't have to worry about friendship so much, that because we have to stop the heavy reliance on the dollar. But let's hear what somebody else would say about this.
So if that sounds interesting to you,
I was asking about your view on Ruto's campaign in bringing de-dollarization in Africa, campaigning Africa to stop using the dollar especially when they are doing intercontinental trade amongst themselves. Edward, I'll bring
Thank
either
you. Thank you very much.
Probably when I get a little bit of windfall for me, I'll pay for you a trip. You come to Africa and have a choir sing that song for you because of how you love it. I'm gonna pay a trip. I'm gonna pay a flight from Montreal, Canada. You come over here and you listen to that song, then you go back to Montreal. I think that would be the best thing to do.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
Joseph.